Hey Tyler, I got your form submission from my website earlier and tried to give you a call, but just thought I would record a quick video going over your website and GMB listing and also take a look at your local service ads just to see uh, what we're working with before we have another call to discuss your SEO. So it looks like you guys are doing quite a few blogs which are ranking pretty well for reasons insulation is important in all homes, um, but it doesn't look like you're ranking for a lot of really high volume, I call them money keywords. Things like roofing contractor near me, roofing contractor in your specific location, maybe Xenia or Dayton. You know, if you were ranking for some Dayton keywords, Columbus keywords, Cincinnati keywords. I don't see any Cincinnati or any Dayton, Ohio, or any of those other location keywords that you're ranking for. You should be ranking for or trying to rank for. So in order to do that, I would recommend working a lot on location pages. I noticed that you guys had 3 location pages here, service areas Dayton, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and Mason, Ohio. Um, but the location pages didn't really have keyword-rich content. I mean, so you're just saying that you're in Mason, Ohio, and actually you can probably rank just with having the keyword in the H1 tag in the header here because Mason, Ohio is so low population. Um, but you're never going to rank in Dayton or Cincinnati without a really good location page, which has keyword-rich content. So when I look up, for example, Mason, how many times it's used and where it's used, you have here roofing contractor Mason, Ohio. That's one really good keyword. But aside from that, you only mention Mason one other time in the content. You want to be including keywords like Mason roof repair, Mason roofing contractor, Mason roofing company, roof replacement mason, etc. For example, if we look up roofing contractor Mason, Ohio, you're ranking in the GMB with one of your GMBs, but the top ranking website, My Roof Doctors, these guys are doing a good job of including target keywords. Mason roofing contractor, um, Mason roofing contractor again. Let's see how many times they use Mason. So they use Mason, the word Mason, 26 times on this page in different ways. Mason insurance claims, Mason storm damage, etc. And Mason's not even their main location. So they're doing a really good job of making lots of service area or location pages or city pages, whatever you want to call them, neighborhood pages. And this is what I would recommend you do. Definitely for the main areas that you're trying to rank for, like Cincinnati. I don't know why you guys aren't really trying to rank for Cincinnati or Lebanon or Middletown. There's all these little towns around here, and of course the big ones, Cincinnati, Dayton, and Columbus, that you want to have pages for each one of them, and then specific keywords in the content for each of the target, um, like the keywords that you're trying to rank for need to be inside the content. So if I put this website into my tool Ahrefs to see what keywords they're ranking for, let's see what it will show. So let's see what keywords they're targeting. I actually don't like their website. I think your website looks a lot better than theirs. This is like really crappy and not done very well. But they're doing a good job of, and they don't even have that much content on their homepage either. So they're not doing a super good job on SEO or web design, but they did do location pages. So that's what I wanted to look at. Roofing contractor Hamilton. See that? This gets searched 200 times every month. It's a really good keyword. If someone's trying to find a roofing contractor, they might type this in. And this column here, this shows how competitive it is. So the keyword difficulty. This one is at a 0. It means not very many other roofing companies are trying to rank for this keyword. So going after small towns like Hamilton or Mason, they're usually really easy to rank for without a ton of investment in SEO because it's a low keyword difficulty. Let's look. Hamilton, Mason roof repair, Northern Kentucky roofing, Loveland is another good one, though it's a little higher. Cincinnati roof repair. So if I look, this one might not be the best example. Let's look up Cincinnati. Cincinnati roof roofing contractor. See who's ranking there, because they probably have really good SEO. BB, always cornering. These guys might be a better example of proper SEO. Yeah, their website looks a lot better. They got a video header. Their website loads a little slowly, which is another issue for ranking. Yeah, let's look at what they're ranking for. Anyways, I don't want to get too sucked down the rabbit hole of showing you keywords, but things like roofing Cincinnati, Ohio gets searched 250 times a month. That's a really good keyword. Cincinnati roof repair also gets searched 250 times a month. Those are the keywords I'd suggest you guys target with location pages on your website. Right now, you're not ranking for anything Cincinnati related. I already checked. Or even, what was the other one? Dayton related keywords as well. So that's not super good. That's what I'd recommend you guys improving. Also for the location pages, I'd recommend embedding the GMB in the footer. I saw that you guys have 3 GMBs, which is awesome. They all have a lot of reviews and a lot of photos, so that's great. But definitely want to embed the GMB in the footer of the location page, as well as every other page. Have the main GMB and all the embedded in the footer of all the main pages, and then the location GMB embedded in the service page. GMB talking about that location. Some other really quick ranking factors. Let's just go over as much as we can right at once. Page speed is really important, especially on mobile, because people are impatient. They don't want to wait for their phone to load a website. They'll just go to the next website. So that's something that needs to be improved on for sure. It gives some suggestions on how to improve the page speed. Let's look at citations. So citations are like getting your website listed in different directory websites. This is just a basic scan, but it checks the name, address, and phone number across all of the Google listings. And so it shows, looks like there's some different versions of the website. See how it's in red? Means that something is different from the Google listing. Let's see, what is it? You need to enter it exactly the same way in every single different website in order for Google to recognize that it's the same business, and then it will rank it better. So it looks like on this one, for some reason, it has US-42, and then there's no South. But this one has a South S. And so because it has an S, all of these citations that have an S aren't being matched up with your GMB. So you might want to add an S to your GMB, make it a little bit better. Anyways, that's another thing that will affect the ranking of your GMB. Another thing that I notice you guys aren't doing right now that you should be doing that will help a lot is Google My Business posts. So if I look up roofing contractor or Columbus, let's see who's ranking best. Oops, sorry. So the number one guy is probably doing all the SEO stuff, right? Let's see. Usually I'd recommend doing at least 2 GMB posts per week. The more content you get on your website, the better. Getting questions and answers is also another good way of adding content. I'll have random people ask questions, then we'll answer them. That helps ranking as well. Let's see. And then, yep, so these are GMB posts. They're kind of like social media posts. You can link to the different pages on your website. You can do call now buttons. Looks like he did one 6 days ago, October 14th, September 27th. So he's not doing them every week, just a few times a month. I'd recommend doing at least twice a week. In really competitive markets, when you're in like really big cities, I do them every single day because you want to do as much as you can to rank. And roofing is a really competitive industry, so the more the better. Right now, you guys aren't doing any on all of your GMBs, so that's one area that you can improve really easily. Other things that you guys could improve on would be off-page SEO. It doesn't look like there's a lot of new backlinks being created or made for your website at all. It looks like, let me just show you in comparison. Just look at whoever this is, deepparkroofing.com. So if we look, Oops. What a backlink is it's your website being linked to by another website. And so it could be things like blogs that mention your company, directory websites that list your company, um, press releases if you ever are in the news. That's a really good one. So if you look here, you have 904 backlinks, 136 referring domains. These guys got 5,300 backlinks and 416 referring domains. And you can see here, these are like the ratings of how strong their backlinks are: 38, 27, here's 26, and 3.4. So your DR is really low. That's like the authority rating of your website based on this tool. And it shows how many backlinks you have and if they're getting new ones or not. Looks like you got a few new ones in January of 2022, but haven't really gotten a ton more. So these guys are continually adding new backlinks every month. That's usually what I recommend doing, is adding new backlinks every month. What I do for my SEO clients is we'll go to each competitor and we'll download a list of all their backlinks from these kind of tools, export them, and then sort through them all and try and go through and find ways to copy each one of these backlinks and point them to your website as well. That way, since we already know that they're ranking your competitors, so that we know they're quality backlinks, if we can get them pointed to your website as well, it will increase your rankings. Is kind of the strategy I like to go for. Anyways, that was quite a lot of information. Hopefully this made sense to you. Let me know if you have any questions or when you have time for a call. Looks like you guys are doing a good job overall. I also saw that you have local service ads running, which is great, although it's not showing up in lots of the service areas. So you might want to expand your target. I use local service ads a lot for pretty much all of my clients. It's a great way to get leads for pretty cheap. Yeah, talk to you soon about all of it.